Every time I close a wedding, I make sure to always tell my couples that I am going to be annoyingly punctual, or at least that's what I call it. The reason for this is because I always like to enjoy getting there early so that I can take a stress-free, creative environment when putting together the detail shots for my bride and groom. Now, details, if you're a wedding photographer, know that it encompasses everything from wedding rings, wedding bands, shoes, belts, and all the bells and whistles that they want to remember through items that represent their love. The reason for me doing this is because I feel as though I am getting off to a good start. I'm putting my best foot forward, and when I take creative detail photography, that all my creative juices are flowing, and I feel much better about the rest of the wedding day moving forward. Now, here's a little problem that I've been having recently, and I've just now realized it, is the fact that whenever I get to a hotel, sometimes that I've shot there before and I forget, or sometimes that I just never shot there before, you always stumble with the worst possible backdrops when it comes to creative detail shots, namely ultimately a bed or something like a very small table that doesn't even have enough room for the detail shots that are going to be near and dear for the couple. So upon researching better alternatives, I came across a video from John Brandt IV. John happens to be an amazing photographer out of North Carolina, and he recently made a video about flat lay mats that he purchased. So I figured I would start looking for something similar, and I actually came across a delivery that just arrived today that I want to share with you so that maybe you can consider taking your detail photography to the next level. So I ran across these on Amazon, really affordable. I think I spent less than $30 for, I think, 6 options. And the reason why I got these is because they're made of high quality paper, but they also come in 6 different colors. Now, why is this important? Well, that's because you want to be as close as possible to the color palette and basically the aesthetic that the bride and groom have chosen for their wedding day. Sometimes it's going to be light and airy, sometimes it's going to be more dark and moody, and I have 6 different options from which to choose. Admittedly, they're more on the lighter side. There is a black option, if I'm not mistaken, in here, so let's go ahead and open this packaging up and see what we have. Okay, so this is essentially how they come. Let's unwrap these, so to speak. Now, this is really cool because you no longer have to stress about where you're going to put together the details for the bride and groom, and you have basically outline of everything that you will possibly need moving forward on detail photography. Okay, so as far as I can see, it's 3 different flat lays. Looking at my monitor here. And they're double-sided, which means that they have one option on one side and the other option on the other, of course. So it's 3 different mats. Wow, they're pretty tightly wound. And you will now have an option. I will see if I can make these affordable. So this is option number 1. You have a nice little pink color here, which is going to serve as backdrop number 1, I suppose. And then on the other side, you have more of like a woodsy vibe. So that's kind of neat. I like option number 1. Option number 2 is more, I want to say like a blue aqua color. Got to be careful. This is actually very high quality paper, mind you. So this is what option number 3 looks like. That's actually pretty neat. I'm going to have to see if I can flatten this out a little bit because this is actually very, very sturdy paper. I don't know if you can hear that. And then the other side is more on the, I want to say, greenish hue side. Still very classy. I like both options, believe it or not. So that's going to be very appealing on camera, if I'm being honest. And then finally, you have this sort of neutral grayish color, which is also very good looking. And on the other side, like I said, for when you have that dark and moody kind of vibe going on, you can always go for this like black marble kind of look, which is pretty neat, if I'm being honest. I still have yet to shoot like a black aesthetic kind of vibe, so that would be cool if I could actually use this in near future. So there you have it. This is a very easy yet luxurious and affordable way to take your flat lay to the next level, because you no longer have to fumble across, nooks and crannies in the hotel room to make flat lay photography happen. So we'll link this in the description so that you can check them out for yourself. Again, less than $30. I think this is a no-brainer. Small price to pay to take your flat lay to the next level. If you got a little value out of this video, hey, stick around by subscribing, like, and follow, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.